No shiny, no shiny, no shiny. But shiny. But never. Whatever. Investigate. In the silver cabin, there are several hairs left from the Xenohyrdo's sparse fur. Apparently, although it is free, the Xenohyrdo still returns to the storage room to sleep. You can't help but wonder if it has Stockholm Syndrome. The description of the collectible item nearby has been painted over. This is a sign of anger and frustration exhibited by the escapee. I see, I see. I mean, if it's alive, why trap it, right? Just, you know, have it work for you, just like, not. Just has to behave. Hey, thank you. Oh.
Come on.
Don't mind that. Investigate. Can the Xenohyrdo surf the internet? You didn't expect to find such an absurd scene. There is the research data about the Xenohyrdo left on the screen, showing that the Xenohyrdo was once here learning about itself. At the bottom of the page, there is a line of unsubmitted words. Gurgle. Nonsense, you'll never catch me. The hair is completely dry, and the date on the screen is from a long time ago. Looks like it won't be coming back. Let's keep looking elsewhere. Bubble. Total evaporation. Dude, this time the voice says complete disappearance. Sure, touch the memory bubble. The folklore team of the Intelligentsia Guild stationed on the planet has not replied, but your craft is running out of fuel. We must land now. The pilot announces through the communication channel. The dashboard shows your altitude has been decreasing rapidly, dropping to a 3-digit figure. The view outside has changed from wispy clouds to the roofs of exquisite houses, confirming the descent is taking place. Still no signals detected. Your captain sounds anxious. In your view, people from the guild are swindlers who hoodwink others under the guise of knowledge. You do not understand why the captain is so worried. All frequency bands are blocked, just like a week ago. The nerd speaks in his usual flat tone. Also, no heed emission of living organisms are detected in the residential areas, or rather, anywhere. In case you don't understand what this means, I'm saying all living organisms on the surface of the planet have evaporated. He adds while pushing his glasses upward. The nerd's attitude always gets on your nerves, but you still can't help feeling incredulous at this. All living organisms on the planet have vanished. Is that even possible? Actually, it might be. After all, these humanoid fungi are pious believers of that bizarre face. Bizarre face. Perhaps their god has brought them all to another place. While being absorbed in your thoughts, you are jolted back to reality by a violent shudder from the bottom of the aircraft. It seems like you have landed. Now, you just need to look for the rascals from the guild. Then get out of here. After picking up a ray gun, you hop out of the hatch after the captain. You and the rest enter a building and exit again. The search lasts for a long time, but your confusion is not answered. As the nerd puts it, all life activities on this planet have creepily come to an abrupt halt. Food left on places hasn't rotted yet. Unattended fireplaces set the building on fire, which is later put out by rain. Pens drop to the floor due to gravity, and their ink stained the entire room. The only thing unaffected is the intricate coat of arms that constantly watches over everything created by the fungi civilization from every corner of the world. From both sides of the streets, inside closets, on flags and niches, it is everywhere. Not in the mood for really fighting you, man, but whatever. It's, down. Over here. Not over here. Okay, that's where so we need to teleport here and walk all the way around. Sure. I can do that. Wait, where's the camp? Hey, it's here. I remember this area. This is where I was born. Hey. Kind of born. I don't know. You're back where the story started, in a trance. Your thoughts begin to whirl. You remember faces and names that passed you by, gradually disappearing as you journey together. You remember the choices that you made, and how you still have no idea whether or not you will come to regret them. It's time to embark on a new journey. You're confident you'll find answers to all of your questions in the not-too-distant future. Hi, Harta. You look like you need work. How about assisting me with a tiny little experiment? If you don't have anything better to do, go test my simulated universe. Quit wandering about the station carrying a Stellaron. People will have to wipe you down everywhere if it explodes. Oh. Okay, open it. Speaking of permission, right here. That's some bullcrap. For you. Crap, she don't think you at all.
Here, this thunder.
That'll take more than medicine.
She thinks at least take you one here, holy crap. Whatever. Be a bit of a buff just to be here.
Lamps ablaze.
I don't think I have one that actually, I'm moving her scene because it gives me more heals, right? I want to keep them more human.
You'll pay for this.
There's no time
Problem
to
solved.
conflict. It's
Yeah, I want to do more healing, right? But that's the thing. If I want to do more, I'm not sure, man. Huh, darn it. I seem to have fallen for the Xenohyrdo's trap. The monster's surprise attack caused some serious injuries. Anyway, don't worry, I'll treat your wounds. I have a lot of medicine on me. It was originally given to me by Mr. Capote's it was originally given to Mr. Capote by his fans among the medical staff. He didn't want it, so he gave it to me. I'm fine though. How that? Are you feeling better now? I was kind of already fine, really. Bubble.
Life is as ephemeral.
Bubble. Bubble. What is it this time? Okay, the banquet, sure. You can see the long table stretching out for more than 10 meters, traversing the entirety of the long and narrow hall. You are holding a beautiful set of cutlery in your hands, with their shiny silvery surfaces still dripping with delicious sauce. All types of gourmet food imaginable are served on the side further away from you. You turn to the left side of the table, Sudoric, who sits nearest to you, is the eldest son of the family and a most valiant soldier. Without him, you cannot imagine how this kingdom could have survived the relentless attacks from the Legion. Next to Sudoric is Clodomir, your second son, but the ruler of the largest stellar space. Planet and barren planets where people feared to tread are transformed into flourishing places under his leadership. You have high hopes for him, as he is the most crafty among your children. Then you look to the right side of the table. Hilda is your eldest daughter and your favorite. She is a fearless warrior with flaming red curls in her hair. Generals in the neighboring galaxies fearfully call her the Kingdom's Flame. The one next to Hilda is Claudania, who never reveals her face in public. Wait, is that the one? Was that one of the geniuses? With the brightest mind in the kingdom, she carefully manages from the shadows all the planets under the kingdom's rule. She is your most competent advisor. If they were here, the banquet would be a lively and joyful occasion, but now, there is nothing but silence in this rundown hall. You can only close your eyes as you put a chunk of delectable Goria beef into your numb mouth. Drowning in memories, you remember Sudoric passed away not long ago with one of the kingdom's starships. You remember Clodomir had already betrayed you. He exchanged his humanity and millions of lives with the Legion for his own survival. Then you think about Hilda and Claudania. You realize the banquet is coming to an end. Indeed, the deadline handed down by the Lord Ravager is fast approaching. My lord, should we surrender to them? Your attendant presents you with a despicable warning notice. It's time to end this, as you are about to pick your pen, or the Void Ragers break down the doors and pour into the hall. Oh, unfortunate Nick. Okay. No, this was supposed to be a breakdown for the voice, but for talking and stuff, but apparently that will not come to be today. Whatever. I found a monster wandering around here, so I hid away. It's my fault that I didn't warn you. That's why you fell for the Xenohyrdo's trap. That crafty Xenohyrdo. It must have guessed that someone is going after it, so it sets up a trap along the way. It's hidden and more exposed. It could be more dangerous if we go ahead. So, should we give up? It's time to re-examine the letter. Upon the stairs, that is where the talent and intellect reside. Oblivious to the world as the envy becomes blinding. Who knew gentleness and kindness? Oh my gosh, we already read this before. I don't need to read it again. When does he visit 3 depths? So I'm guessing like kind of 3 trials, and we already did 1. I don't know, maybe. He doesn't want someone to have a hand, isn't it? Okay, sure, fine. Back to square one. Anyway, the useful information should be in the paragraph. An inquiry into spirit traces a glance into the site of storage. Even with iron shoes worn out unearthly, one has to visit 3 depths. Can you see anything useful? The 3 depths. I feel like that's the most one. Since worn out of unearthly is a condition, then the 3 depths should be the second condition. Literally, it means going through the depths of 3 rooms, yeah. Why didn't you say this earlier? Well, maybe it's the unraveling of the unearthly marvel that sudden... My tongue's getting tired. That suddenly sparked my realization. Site of storage. It's somewhere in the storage zone. The 2 places we found so far both meet these conditions. The worn out of unearthly. In this sentence structure, the focus should be the object. Wait a minute. Unearthly does sound familiar. Anyway, do you think unearthly marvel has anything to do with it? What's that? Don't you remember I heard from Mrs. Hinkle that once used unearthly marble to help her repair major road defects? I think it was when you first arrived at the space station. At the time, word of a young busybody was spreading around the space station. So this iron shoes worn out unearthly refers to the road built by the unearthly marble. It's all coming together now. So if the letter is correct, the Xenohyrdo should be hiding in the place where there's unearthly marble. But also you have to pass through 3 rooms to get there. If you still insist on continuing, I will help you to that end. This time we won't fail. Sounds like I'm real heckin' tired, man. Anyway, after passing through the road that was repaired with unearthly marble, we encountered the deepest part where the 3 rooms are connected. This is the so-called 3 depths. Come on in. What if Lamina was a Hydro all along and we're just playing along? Hey, that me. I finally got you, enemy, or should I call you Xenohyrdo? Good thing I was on guard as early as a few days ago. The real enemy had already warned me that there may be a Xenohyrdo wreaking havoc in the near future. I didn't expect you to come so soon. Let me see, I can just take care of you, bypass Mr. Capote, and hand you over to Miss Asta. So we don't have to be a slave anymore. Oh, I should have guessed. I caught you, Xenohyrdo. Enough nonsense. If you're not convinced, sort it out with enemy. Well, why me? I finally caught you, Xenohyrdo. You won't get away this time. You're the Xenohyrdo. I don't think so. You see, we both have 2 eyes and a mouth. We sound the same and act the same way. Since there is no 4th person present, whoever Lamina thinks is the Xenohyrdo is the Xenohyrdo. Why impersonate me? I should be asking you that. I'm Enemy, the official crew member of the Astro Express, the walking Stellaron vessel. The invincible conqueror of the Antimatter Legion, the infamous rising star of the galaxy. Who do you think you are impersonating, the Xenohyrdo? Aren't you using my face to take advantage of my reputation so you can conduct scams into the space station? People in the space station will believe me. Believe, what a joke. Not even Lamina believes you right now, let alone others. I warned her earlier that someone might pretend to be me to get close to her. Do you have any proof that you are not the Xenohyrdo? I can bash you to a pulp. Is that the kind of violence like you are? Hey, you don't want to ruin this pretty face, do you? I advise you to lay down your arms and hand yourself over. Life in the storage zone is not so bad. Last time, Mr. Wenminji almost went in. You two may keep each other company in the future. I have a baseball bat. Baseball bat, what's that? Can you use it to prove your identity, or is it the only one of its kind in the universe? It's an artifact. I get it, you're the Stellar vessel, fine. But you even had this bad boy. Hey, it looks like those guys with the scripts in the space station before. It's pretty cool. She and I are partners? Yeah, let's see what that third-party witness says. Lamina, it's your call. Lamina, why aren't you saying anything? Did you suddenly find your conscience? You want to back out now? Careful, there it is. You just got yourself exposed. So what, anyway? I don't think you really understand the situation. Don't underestimate me. Oh, well then. Well, fine then. Tell me what's going on now. Do I have to spell it out? Don't play games with me. I don't think you understand the situation. I had long guessed that someone would come to investigate my whereabouts, so Lamina and I decided to lure the investigator here, kill them, and then hand them in as a Xenohyrdo. Then we'll finally be free. But I didn't expect you to come, and Lamina was soft. She wanted to give you a chance, and so we changed the plan from elimination to persuasion. Now if you want to leave this place, you only have two choices. Either obey and go to the storage zone in place of me, or die and then go to the storage zone instead of me. I have a third option. What's that, to kill me? You talk big, I'm gonna teach you a lesson. Sure, yeah. Sure.
Oh, well, that's the po-
Pay for this.
Almost did. This damage is very much funny on how little damage it's doing.
I'm on guard.
I'm gonna man, you can try fighting me, but you ain't gonna win. Sorry, bud. Good dude.
We shall take back what we lost.
Lamina. It seems you and I are destined to go down together. Sorry, and I'm the accomplice in collusion with the Xenohyrdo. I'm willing to accept my punishment. Okay, that was kind of expected, not gonna lie. Oh, to be fair, I thought she'd be an accidental accomplice because we get sent to a trap later. Nope, an actual one, sure. What on earth is going on? You know me, you know what kind of person Lamina is. No talent, no achievements, I can barely prove my value by doing the most trivial jobs. But working on the assembly line all my life, it's fine for me. But how can I face my family? They have sacrificed everything for me so that I can come here. Do I repay them by being a cleaner? I can't, and I am not shameless enough to do that. Capote was my first springboard to success, the only springboard. Although I had to rely on him, it's still a decent job in the Department of Ecology. I once thought that if I had just served him well, I would at least get a chance to succeed. Hard work always pays off, right? Until the Xenohyrdo impersonated me to prank Capote and made a mockery of him. It's like a mirror. It showed me my pitiful appearance, so humble, so weak, so powerless. It also taught me a valuable lesson. Even Lamina can liberate herself from the constraints of others and live like a person. For the first time, I found that I was willing to trade my mediocre future for a free and unrestrained life. So I let it all happen. Until the rumor that someone in the staff harbored the Xenohyrdo became widespread, they called for severe punishment for those who did not report relevant information. That's when I realized that my personal wishes were not important. I can just be a low-level researcher, but I can't let the space station drive me out. I can't ruin my family the last bit of expectation for me. When I heard that someone began investigating the Xenohyrdo and its accomplice, I made up my mind to eradicate my opponent and protect myself. Finally, I decided to be brave for once, but I didn't expect to be hampered by the bond between us. If only it was someone else who came here. Bond? Your bravery is wasted in the wrong pursuit. Is it? Maybe. When a person is pushed to a dead end, wit might appear cold and heartless, but it's just survival instinct. In fact, everything is written in the letter. I had already figured that. The accomplice in that letter was referring to me. It's just that I didn't really have the courage to face it. I want to do this one. A path will be lit by the radiance of the star. I want to do this one. A path will be lit by the radiance of the stars. We're off alone to be an accomplice one day. As they turn around, a path will be lit by the radiance of the stars. The Xenohyrdo wanted her to really kind of let him go. Or let him go, right? So she could make her own life. I completely ignored these words earlier. Is this letter meant to persuade me? Yeah, there we go. He finally understood. So from the beginning, the informant tried to persuade me to give up my conspiracy with the Xenohyrdo and live my own life independently. In other words, independence does not only mean leaving the Xenohyrdo, but also Capote and my weaknesses. Now I understand, although this realization has come a little too late. You still have a chance, but the Xenohyrdo must be returned. You mean you won't tell them who the accomplice was? Thank you, Ennui. I will cherish the opportunity you gave me, and I will also prove to you that I have really changed because of this experience. Since I'm the only one who really actually got hurt, I'm kind of like, yeah, whatever.
Let's take a walk.
Or complications. You're back. Did you conclude the matter? I got the Xenohyrdo back. Well, don't worry. The Xenohyrdo is of secondary importance. It's that Lamina standing with Capote over there. You fraud. You trampled in our sincerity. Oh, Master Capote used to be so perfect. And now he is just another deceitful celebrity. Master Capote, I can't believe you eat mayonnaise. That's disgusting. Give me back the gifts I gave you. Lamina, why did you invite all these people? I didn't invite them here. I just told them the fact that I was the one who replied to all your fans. Everybody calm down. Let me explain later, Lamina. You don't want the benefits I give you at all anymore, do you? That's right. I don't want any of it. From now on, I won't help you cook, wash your clothes and shoes, write your letters, or be your puppet. Get it? If you want to find me, remember to ask my secretary, Mr. Non-Existent, for a number. Anyway, what do you think of this? She'll be able to look after herself. Yes, yes. Thanks to your mediation, not only did you ensure her safety, but also encouraged her to change. Oops. Like the risk of... Yeah, I know, she's when you wrote it, isn't it? Yeah. Like the risk of falling into the depths when trying to mount the sky. I didn't use any rhymes or enough alliteration for this line. It's still not good enough. Well, actually, the cryptologist is none other than yours truly. This letter took me more than 10 days to write, and I even had to ask Mr. Wen for advice. It wasn't easy. After I wrote it, I couldn't find the right person to get it delivered. Fortunately, the Xenohyrdo is just a prankster, and there's no rush to retrieve it. Then you appeared anyway, and you turned out to be the best candidate. So I came up with the idea to let you and Lamina share some experiences together, see where it takes you. But now you should also understand that Lamina is actually a kind-hearted girl, and she deserves another chance. Here's the Riga. Why go around this massive circle? Yeah, well, now that my objective has been achieved, I announce the Xenohyrdo case is officially over. Here's your reward. Thanks for all your help. Please come back to the space station more in the future. Don't forget, there are a lot of people who've received your help here, and many traces of your hard work throughout the place. Isn't there a bubble around here? There was a bubble. I knew it. We've been so distracted, though. So distracted. What? Oh. I thought it was actually you buy food from that. My bad. Oh, whatever, but fine. Fine, I'll read it. Hello, Voodoo Robot Cooking Genius number 123 at your service. Scanning user identification information. Please do not move your name card or your face. Scan successful. Welcome researcher enemy. An upgrade has been detected with your space station permissions. The current package has been upgraded to the senior researcher exclusive supreme meal package. Delivery in progress. Please be patient while the meal is being delivered to you. Delivery successful. The senior researcher exclusive supreme meal package has been delivered. Enjoy your meal. I can't get this multiple times. Hi, Poppy. Peppy. Whatever, I like Poppy better. Sorry, everybody. Don't listen to that woman. Let's not gather here. We don't want to disturb the researchers and attract any unnecessary attention from security. Everyone in the space station knows that Lamina is your most trusted secretary. What she said must be true. Lamina is the leader of your fan club to some extent. If even she has left you, then maybe you're really not worth it. Forget it, there's no point staying here any longer. Can we get our hearts back? Can we get back our laughter and tears? Can we get back our hopes and dreams? I think we should go back and let our hearts heal. This, researcher is right. Please go back for now. Learn from this lesson. Who are you anyway? Mind your own business. Oh, he can't even remember our names. I'm afraid. It's hard for him to remember this lesson. Oh, can't Master Capote even remember what gift he got for me? Oh no, I have to get back. If those old guys in implement art catch me, it'll get ugly. My ladies, listen to me. Please just go now. Well, I'll send you a letter of condolence later. To mend your hearts, don't worry. It will be written by myself personally. Oh, who wants that? It will take me forever just to deal with your previous ghostwriter letters. Oh, fine, just give me one. It'll complete the collection. Hey everybody, nothing to see here, let's bounce. I don't know why Lamina threw that tantrum all of a sudden. There must be an accomplice or someone behind the scenes. Also, I don't have time to think about it. I still have a lot of consolation letters to write. Yes, sucker.